Sanccob is the Southern African Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds, and we are a non-profit conservation organization, and our main aim is to reverse the decline of seabird populations in the wild through rescue and rehabilitation. I'm David Roberts. I'm a clinical vet at Sanccob, and I work here rehabilitating seabirds, especially African penguins, and just recently we've admitted a large number of juvenile gannets from Lambert's Bay, and they're going to be with us being rehabilitated for the next few weeks. So I'm the clinical vet, so my responsibility is looking after the birds that may be ill or sick, and planning rehabilitation programs for them and the medication that they do. And the rest of the rehabilitation team really looks after the whole process of the rehabilitation. From when birds come in, they might be compromised, young, they might be underweight, and first evaluating what's wrong with them, and then planning a protocol so that they can stay in rehabilitation here in the pools for as little time as possible, and then we release them back into the wild. So some of the methods that we use to rehabilitate birds may include feeding them the right diets, starting off with a small amount of food and then increasing slowly so that they can pick up weight, so that they couldn't wait to survive in the wild. We also ensure that they can swim properly by allowing them to swim in our rehabilitation pools and then testing if they're waterproof afterwards. And that's a very important step to ensure that they can survive and that they don't get wet when they're swimming in the wild. We also do several surgeries and other medical interventions that will help birds with injuries recover so that they're strong enough for release. So often the most important reasons that birds come in to Sanccob are injuries. They often get injured in the wild, especially the penguins. They might be attacked by a predator or injured by pollution. We also get a lot of very skinny birds. There's not enough fish in the sea, and so the birds find it very difficult to find fish. And often the juveniles don't do very well, and they're underweight, and we bring them in because of just emaciation and starvation in the wild. And then we have a host of other disease problems, pollution-related problems. Sometimes they're tangled in fishing nets, fishing line, or other pollution. And there's always a new, different problem around the corner, but those are the most important ones. So we have a penguin chick bolstering project where we collaborate with the conservation authorities that are looking after the colonies, and they rescue penguin eggs that wouldn't be incubated by the parents. Sometimes they're in an unsafe nesting area, sometimes the parents have been injured, and so they bring in eggs or young chicks, and we incubate those eggs in our chick rearing unit, hatch them and raise the little chicks, and then those chicks are released back into the wild, and that helps bolster the African penguin population. It's very important that all the birds that we bring into Sanccob, we rehabilitate and then release back into the wild. So that includes the little chicks and anything that's brought in as an egg or an injured bird. We do our best to release those. Our most important penguin colonies here in the Western Cape are Boulders Beach, Robben Island, and Stony Point. We receive most of our penguins from those colonies, from the conservation authorities that are in charge of them, and we also receive any injured birds that might be found on the beach by members of the public. So we're very grateful for any assistance that we can get from the public. We, as a non-profit organization, we rely on donations, and we'd also rely on members of the public to volunteer at Sanccob. And they can volunteer as becoming first responders, people who help rescue and bring birds to us, as well as working in the center with us.
It is my time to give something back to not just the community, but to animal welfare. Animals are very close to my heart. I don't have children, they are my children. And this is my family.
For more information on Sanccob, you can visit our social media pages or visit our website at www.sanccob.co.za.